Alright guys, how are you doing? And welcome back to another Pokecrossings video. So I'm Charlotte and today I'm going to be taking you around while we rebuild Ceratop Bay's campsite. Now this is the current campsite and I like it. It's small, it's cozy, it's got pretty much everything you need. But what I don't like about it, and you can see especially if I bring my map up, is you can see everything is quite like close together and everything is very closely situated to the resident services. So you've got the shops, museums up there, and then the campsite's down there, and I feel like it's a little bit too close, especially when you go this way and then you get to my newly formed beach bar. I just feel like it's a little bit too close, and I've got some space up on the hill and I'd like to give it a bit more of a foresty feel, so I thought I'd bring you along while I build it, or rebuild it shall I say, and we'll go from there. So I'll show you what it's going to be. Look at Bo, he only arrived yesterday. Also, can we just appreciate like Goose's vibe right now? He's just chilling in the sunset next to the river with some like, I'm going to say that's definitely a cocktail. It's a Friday night cocktail. I'm pretty jealous, but it's all good. So this is my residential area. We're flying through there. The last three houses are here. And then we get to this area up here, which has literally got nothing. Like, we've got some trees, we've got a pond, we've got all this area here, and then up here as well we've got more kind of space. So what I want to do is I want to have a campsite that sits over the two layers. So I'm thinking up here we're going to have kind of like the campsite area up here, and this is going to be like a seating area and like the actual sleeping part, and then we'll have a ramp built into the cliff, and then I think I'm going to bring this across to have some sort of waterfall that links into this kind of pond area, and then down here will be more like the recreational area, like a nice big table, plenty of cooking, all that sort of stuff. So it's kind of split over to two layers is what I'm thinking, but I'm sure that will change as we progress. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop some of this stuff over here, because I've bought loads of furniture that I want to place in my campsite, but I don't need it yet. And it's taking up a bit of space. Like all this stuff, I might not even use it. I've just brought anything that I could find in my kind of inventory that looked like it could be even loosely related to a campsite. Alright, so I'm going to eat these because I'm going to rearrange these trees just to create a bit of a border, I guess. Now I'm assuming this video is going to last over probably like, I'm going to probably have to split it into two because I don't want it to be too long on the channel. So we'll see how we get on. Might as well eat the last four, and then we've got plenty of energy to dig up the trees. And we're just going to create like, every time. I wish I could just eat the full stack, it would be so much easier. Like, boom, how many do you want to eat? All 10. Done it. But, yeah, so we'll see where it's going to go. I'm going to kind of try and get all the layout done first. And then, that way, I can then go to Tom and pay to actually move the campsite itself. But I want to try and get it ready first, just so that I am not kind of paying to put it somewhere and then I hate the place I've put it. So I'm thinking I'm going to put the campsite kind of like here, and I'm going to build, we'll have a staircase, so we have a waterfall there, so we have a staircase up here. So yeah, probably about here. So around this area we're going to build some, put the trees back out. And I quite like the log stakes as well, so we're going to see if we can create a bit of a border using kind of the log stakes and then a few trees. Just to try and give it a bit more of a natural feel. Yeah, I quite like how that's forming. And then if I think we do one more lot, log stakes. And then probably one more tree. We got one more, yeah. Okay, so then we can have sort of like the campsite's gonna kind of actually sit kind of here. I'm going to take these trees up some more. Okay. So what we've got, I've got like a little back border there for where the actual campsite's going to sit. But then I'd like to have again a bit more of a natural feel, so I'm going to take a few more of these trees up, and I am going to kind of start to space them out just a little bit more, kind of around this area, so probably put like one kind of here, and another one like here, another one sort of here. Just to get I really want a feel of like being in a forest. Like that's a big, like I love forests. I'm all about forests. So why will not let me post one there? Alright, so like that. So the idea is you've got kind of this little clearing here. I'll probably put some more kind of little log stakes in here if I've got some. I might have to craft some more. Oh no, I've got some. Let's see if we can kind of get them on a better angle. I've seen so many like cool campsites, like I literally can't believe how cool some people have managed to build their islands. I feel like I just make mine up as they go along. Like I kind of get there and then I kind of don't. Okay, so up here, like I said, we're going to have the main campsite, and then probably going to have like this little actual campfire, which is here. I'll probably put some chairs around there too. I'm going to leave the lantern up here because I feel like that's something that could sit up here for now. I'm going to take that down. Take that down. Take that down. Okay, so already I'm much happier with that. So we're going to drop down onto this level now. And where am I at? Right, so what I need to do is I just need to get some more fruit. You can see I've got loads of these trees, so I will like pull more up, and I'm going to try and put more trees in to make it kind of give it the effect of feeling. What's up with you, Lucha? Got a blast of inspiration. Oh dear. Go on, let me hear it, Lucha. Canopy? Is this an actual... You actually want to call... Oh. Okay, you call me canopy. Canopy. Do you even know what a canopy is, Lucha? Like, I think that's quite insulting. Canopy. That is literally like the worst nickname I think I've been given so far. Alright, so let's see what we've got. Wrong button. I definitely have got some more fruit somewhere, which is what we want. all this furniture. I just do not know what to do with it. It's crazy. Alright, so let's take another stack of pears so I can eat them. I think that's all we need for now. And then we can move some more trees if we feel the need. Also, who likes my new house? I finally paid off my basement because I had a really good turnip price the other day, so I opened it up to randomers and I ended up with like 2 mil profit just by opening my island up. I don't normally charge, but I literally just let people come on, and then if they tip, that's a bonus. But I'm more about like helping the community and stuff. So yeah, I was pretty stoked that I got 2 million even though I didn't ask for anything, because I've seen some crazy prices on the internet for people who have got like half decent turnip prices. Like, people literally stir crazy with how much they like want. They want like 10 Nook Mile tickets and all sorts of stuff, and I'm just not about that, because I think if you've got a new player, they're not gonna have that, or they're gonna like skint themselves in order to be able to sell the turnips, and I just think it's not cool. Like, fair enough if you need something specifically, but like 10 Nook Miles I think is just a bit much if I'm honest. Alright, so we're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try and bring a waterfall kind of from that river, from that lake to this lake, and we're gonna have like a little wash area. Might put some, actually have I got that in my pocket? So I've got this iron. Wash stove. So that's going to kind of go down there. So this is going to be my kind of cooking area, if you like. So we want the barbecue down here. We want this down here. This is going to go over here. Put that there for now. What else have we got? Destination. I'm thinking a destination signpost is going to come like over towards these stairs, so then it helps, like, gives the people an idea of where the campsite actually is. Alright, so that'd be quite cool. It gives people the idea that they kind of come from this forest and they get to this sort of area here. So I'm going to go into design mode. And I'm going to try and bring that waterfall down. And we're going to just try and like basically bring a little bit of shape to the area now. So let's see what we've got. Honestly, I hate this like terraforming scenario. Like, I just find it so clumsy. Like, the fact that it's the same button for every single action, I find absolutely crazy. Like, I think it would be so much better if you had like used, say, A to open something, like either like, you know, make a river or make a cliff, and then Y to destroy it or whatever. But I just find it like so clumsy. Okay, so I'd like to try and give it a bit more shape than that. So I'll tell you what, let's just concentrate first on getting the actual link together, and then we can come back and I'll try and make some actual like shape to it. Guys, I don't even know, does anybody like legitimately know like what day of the week or anything it is anymore. Like, I swear to God, like I've totally lost track of everything. Like, I think I've been off work 7 weeks now. Like, how crazy is that? Alright, so that's pretty cool. And then I want to try and bring this in a bit so we've got a bit more space. But again, I want to try and like quite natural looking, if that's even a thing when you start terraforming, because I'm not even sure like that's the possibility anymore. So if we cut that off there, cut that off there, and then maybe fill this bit in, and then fill that in. Okay, so that's a bit better. So then we've got this like kind of like waterfall into like a little fishing pond. Probably get like a nice chair down here, a bit of a recreational area, and you can hop over there as well, which is always a bonus. So I'm pretty happy with that bit. So let's go back up to the top and make sure this is like keeping nice and natural up here, because at the minute it's just a straight line, and I'm not about straight lines, especially not for rivers. So I reckon if I start cutting some of this out, so like it's wider there. No, it's just made the whole thing worse. Yeah, and then like maybe like bring it in a bit here. Let's just try and cut this corner off. That's a bit better. So maybe then if I bring it in more that side, and bring it in more kind of there, and then use that to kind of get an... See, this is what I mean, it's just like... It's just too kind of clumsy, because all I want to do is shave that corner off. And then same here, I want to like shave that off. But it will not let me, and I'm just getting a straight line, and that is not what I want at all. That's a bit better. And then maybe if I do the same this way, that pond skate is like, what the heck is going on here? And then do that, and then can I do another one there? And then like shave it off. And I need to dig some of these up because they're in the way, obviously. But that's better. I mean, it looks a bit more like, it's like less straight now. I just need to sort out that kind of gaping kind of barrier that comes into the cliff there. So let's just try bringing this off a bit. Yeah, that's better. And then I just need to kind of sort something out to do with this. No, not that. Sorry, not that. So maybe if I fill that out and then take the corner off, and then that's better. So it's like it comes out more, but it looks way more like a bit more wiggly, a bit more like natural. Yeah, I'm happier with that now. And then that goes down there into the fishing area. What I'm going to try and do is build the the ramp into the cliff as well, so I might need to maneuver some more of these trees when I decide to go get the building kit. Okay, so we're getting there now. So what we're going to do is, if I go back up, I'm going to think about putting a bit of dirt, so I quite like this darker dirt for the campsites. So this is kind of going to be the area around which the actual campsite itself sits. Again, so clumsy. So I think if I'm going to take it out there as well. And then just try and like give it a bit more of a natural feel and make it like obviously different to the rest of the area. Now I think I've got some camping chairs in storage as well, so I'm going to pick them up and bring them out for this area. On to a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Guys, who else saw my sunset time lapse? Like, I'm literally craving going outside and actually watching the sunset. So I did like a cheeky sunset time lapse on the beach the other day, and yeah, I was pretty stoked with the results. Like, I've never done a video game time lapse before, but it actually came out pretty good. So make sure you check that out. It's like literally a couple of minutes long, so won't take up much of your time, but it's definitely worth watching. It just kind of proves how good of a game, like how much detail they have put into this game. Still things that I think I'd like to see, but they're coming, hopefully. Alright, I'm never sure whether to go with rounded corners or... but we're going to go with that for now. So that's kind of like the campsite area. I'm going to put the fire back down for now, just so that it's all in one kind of place. And then I can rearrange it once we get everything moving. We're going to leave the lantern up here as well. And what else have we got? Log stakes, bamboo basket, brick well. The well I'm going to take kind of over here. I'm going to obviously put some more trees up, but I think it'd be cool to have like a little well hidden up here. So let's take that back over here. And we're gonna just, yeah, I think I like it about there. So I'm gonna try and use this whole sort of area. Now I have even thought about starting up a second user on my Switch and then putting like another tent up here, because just to add to it, and obviously not progress the story with that character, so that we can it still stays as a tent rather than a house. But I think that would look quite cool, because then it looks like there's actually more people camping here. Alright, so I reckon now we've got this kind of main area pretty sorted, I reckon we go see Mr. Tom Nook and we make the first kind of progress in moving the actual campsite up there. So let's go see him. It's going to cost me 50 G's, but that's okay. Hey Tom Crook. Hey Isabel, can I have a cup of coffee while I'm here? Right. Let's talk infrastructure. Come on, man. So So we need to change the campsite. There's a surprise. Let's do it. Cool, so it's give us that moving kit. So what we'll do is we'll go have a look and try and get it the best in that sort of area. Wonder what happens to the current campsite now I've got its moving kit in my pocket. Does it just stay there? Yeah, it's just like that. So we'll relocate a lot of those benches and the furniture and stuff up there as well. But I just think it's going to suit it way more up here. Amongst all the waterfalls and... So, let's go back up here. So, we probably want it as centered as we can, but let's have a look. So it needs to move a bit. See, when you get to here, you should be able to like move it with your Joy-Con or whatever, rather than having to like physically move. See, I just want it like a little bit to the left, but I don't think it's going to let me do it. I need to come out more as well, because I don't want it to take all that stuff at the back. Alright, let's try that. So I think that's probably a bit better. I might just take it a notch more to the left. Let's try that. See, I literally moved like 2 spots and now it's like completely this way. You can never seem to get it dead centered, so let's go. I prefer it this way, so let's go there. Okay, let's imagine it. Is this a good spot? Yeah, let's go with that. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm pretty sure once it's built we can go back with the floor. I might even be able to do it now. Yeah, we can do it now. Oh, we can do part of it now. We can go back and we can, where that sign is, we can fill it in so it, like, it's surrounded by dirt. So that's the first kind of part of the campsite. So I think that's pretty long. It took us half an hour to kind of get the general shape of the campsite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to bring you back tomorrow, and we're going to finish the other half of the campsite. Hopefully give you some inspiration, give you some ideas, and actually make you feel a bit better, because you see all these amazing islands and they're not actually that easy to create. It does take a bit of time. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Really helps me like grow my channel, get my video out to more people, which is what I want. But yeah, hopefully guys, I will see you tomorrow.